Let us have another lesson for grade 6, and this time we will be talking about solving for the missing term in a proportion. Okay? Okay, so start tayo with this one. What is a proportion? Yan. A proportion is made up of two equal ratios. Two ratios are equal if the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Let's check this example. Ayan. Okay. Now, in my previous video, sinabi ko doon na there are different parts in a proportion, and ang pinaka-importante doon are, okay, these parts, which are the means, okay, or the extremes, sorry. And then, itong nasa loob are the means. Okay? So, it says here, kung i-multiply mo tong dalawa, ang product nito ay equal lang sa product nitong dalawa kung i-multiply mo rin to. Diba? So, multiplying, you get, yan, 3 times 4, and these are the means, is equal to 1 times 12. So, i-equate mo na lang kasi sabi naman equal eh. Diba? So, when you equate that one, check natin. 3 times 4, is it equal to 1 times 12? Yes, kasi 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 12 is 12. So, you have 12 is equal to 12. So, yung proportion na ito is, this proportion is a true proportion. Okay? So, if sinulat ito in fraction form, okay, pwede pa rin natin i-solve. Okay? Kaya lang, in this case, okay, ang extremes mo, which are 1 and 12, ay ito na yon. Ang means mo, which are 3 and 4, ito na yon. So, ngayon, ang gagawin mo ngayon is cross-multiply. Yan. So, once you cross-multiply, lalabas din ang parehong equation. Ayan, no? So, 3 times 4, 1 times 12. 3 times 4 is equal to 1 times 12. So, kahit pa nakaganito siya or nakaganito siya, pwede mo pa rin gawin ang equation. Yan, makukuha mo pa rin yung equation. Pwede mo pa rin ma-check kung tama ba yung sagot mo or tama ba yung proportion mo. Diba? So, 3 times 4 again is equal to 12. 1 times 12 is equal to 12. Alright? Alright. Let's have this example. Okay. In a toy store, a box contains 5 dolls. How many boxes are needed if there are 20 dolls? Okay, so, pag sinabing a box, isa lang. Diba? So, a box, 5 dolls. And then, ilang boxes daw if there are 20 dolls? So, the given here are a box and 5 dolls. And then, ang ratio natin dito would be 1 is to 5. Okay? Ayan. And then, since ang hinanap dito are number of boxes, and since hindi pa natin alam, isosolve pa natin, this will be n, and then 20 dito, based on this one. So, n, 20 dolls. So, yung pangalawa nating ratio would be n is to 20. Now, bakit dapat na-set up natin yung mga ratio? Kasi, gagawin na natin ang ating solution and gagamitin natin yung properties ng proportion. So, ano ba yon? Okay, yan. So, equate natin. Okay, sabi, a proportion is made up of two equal ratios. Now, since equal tong dalawa, equate natin. So, you have here 1 is to 5 is equal to n is to 20. Para ma-solve natin yung n, okay, i-multiply natin ang means at saka extremes. Kasi daw, if you multiply the means, that is just equal to the extremes if i-multiply mo rin. Okay, so, you have here, okay, multiply the means and the extremes, you have 5 times n is equal to 1 times 20. So, yung 5 times n, ito yon. 1 times 20, ito yon. In-equate natin kasi sabi nga, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. And Kapag i-multiply mo yung number with a letter, itabi mo na lang yan. Yun na yung sagot niyan. Ibig sabihin lang nun, 5n. Diba? 5 times n, 5n. 1 times 20 is just 20. So, sagot nito is 5n. Sagot nito is 20. And then, equate mo ulit. So, ginawa natin dito na sa baba lang yung sagot ha. Ginawa natin dito na sa baba yung sagot. Okay. Now, hanap natin ang value ng n. So, dapat ang n dito ay maiiwan. Mawala dapat yung 5. Para mawala yung 5, edi i-divide natin yan by 5. Okay? And then, ito rin, divide natin by 5. Okay? Kung ginawa mo sa kaliwa, gagawin sa kanan. Ito yung ginamitan natin ng division property. At para mas maintindihan yung tungkol sa division property, pwede nyong panoorin ang mga videos on properties of equality. Okay? Para masundan nyo. So, parang timbangan lang ito. Kung nag-divide ka ng 5 dito sa kaliwa, mag-divide ka rin ng 5 sa kanan. So, parang ginamit dun sa okay, yung sa, ano ba yun? Liberty? Okay? Hindi pala. Alright, basta, yun na yun. Okay, so, sorry. So, cancel natin yung 5. Okay? So, ang maiiwan na lang dito is n. And then, 20 divided by 5 is just 4. So, n therefore is equal to 4. Now, paano kung isulat natin ito in fraction? Kasi pwede siya in fraction, di ba? So, sulat natin in fraction, that would just be 1 over 5. Kasi ito yung magka-partner, di ba? And then, n over 20. So, solution to, ayan, 1 over 5 is equal to n over 20. Now, kapag naka-fraction form siya, cross multiplication ang gagawin natin, di ba? So, cross multiply natin to. Ito rin dalawa na to. So, once nag-cross multiply ka na, okay, yan, babalik lang din tayo sa parehong equation. So, you have 5 times n is equal to 1 times 20 or 20 times 1. So, this is now 5n equals 20 divided by 5 para matanggal ang 5. Tandaan ha, kung ano yung katabi ng letter, okay, yun lang din ang i-divide mo para pareho na silang dalawa sa baba. Cancel mo na lang yan kasi 5 over 5 is just 1. And 1 times n na lang yun. Kaya, para ka lang nag-cancel niyan. Okay, so n na lang dito is equal to 4. So, sagot natin is, yan, 4 boxes. At saka tama naman, di ba? Kasi, kung isang box, 5 dolls, edi, bilangin mo na lang. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, meron kang 4 boxes. At tama yung sagot natin. Diba? Kaya lang, okay, hindi sa lahat ng panahon ay pwede mong bilangin lang sa kamay. Kaya dapat matuto rin paano gawin ang computation gamit ang proportion in column form or proportion in fraction form. Right? Alright, let's have the second example. And that is, okay, Norman bought 3 apples for 100. If he bought 15 apples, how much will he pay or how much did he pay? Given are 3 apples out of 100 pesos, diba? So the ratio for this would be 3 is to 100. Ang ating second ratio would be, okay, 15 apples. Okay, kasi 15 apples yung binili niya. And then dito, dahil hindi pa natin alam kung magkano ang bayad, that would be n. So 15 apples. And for the second ratio, which is 15 is to n. So solution 1, gamit ang column form. Okay, we can set this up like this one. So 3 is to 100 is equal to 15 is to n. Multiplying the means and the extremes, you will get this one. So 3 times n is equal to 100 times 15. So if you're going to multiply a number with a letter again, ang sagot lang dyan is tabi mo na lang yung number at letter. So, this will just be 3n, and this is 1,500. So, 3n is equal to 1,500. And para mawala yung 3, okay, edi i-divide natin by 3 para maiwan na lang ang n dito sa gilid. Okay, kasi gusto nating isolve what is n. So, dapat n na lang ang matira dito. So, para mawala yung 3, divide mo by 3, then divide mo rin by 3 dito. Yan. Okay? Dapat tandaan na kung ginawa mo sa kaliwa, gagawin sa kanan. Parang timbangan lang yun, ha? So, since 3 ang katabi ng n, divide natin with 3. And then, since nag-divide ka ng 3 dito, divide ka rin ng 3 dito. So, ngayon, cancel na natin yung 3 dyan. Diba? So, 1,500 divided by 3 is 500. Okay, so n therefore is equal to 500. And for solution 2, if sinulat natin ito in fraction, we are just going to do cross multiplication. And yan, so partner ng 100 would be 15, partner ng n would be 3. And pareho na lang yan ang kalabasan yan dito. So check natin, ha. 3 times n is just equal to 100 times 15, di ba? So, pareho lang siya dito. Tama? And then 3 times n is just 3n. And that is equal to 1,500. Again, divide natin by 3. Divide by 3. And then cancel natin yung 3. Tandaan, 3 over 3 is just 1. Kaya nakakancel na siya. So, 1n is just n. And then that is equal to 500. So, sagot natin dito is 500 pesos. Okay? Alright. For these next examples, okay, hindi na problem ang ginawa ko. So, we are going to get the missing term in the following proportion. So, let's try letter A. Okay, 1 is to 4 is equal to 3 is to n. Now, this time, nakaset up na yung proportion. Imo-multiply mo na lang ang means at saka ang extremes. Right? So, we have here 1 times n. Inuna ko yung 1 times n. Okay? And then 4 times 3. So, 1 times n, okay, is equal to 4 times 3. 1n is just n. Diba? Then 4 times 3 is 12. So, nandiyan na yung sagot mo. N is equal to 12. Okay? Mabilis lang. Kasi 1 lang yung katabi niya eh. Let's have letter B. Okay. In letter B, nakalagay siya in fraction form. So, ang gagawin natin dito ngayon is cross multiply. So, cross multiplying, you get 15 times n, kasi ito yung magka-partner. And then, that is equal to 6 times 5. 6 times 5. Tandaan ha, cross multiply. Okay? So, 15 times n is equal to 15n, and this one is 30. So, 15n equals 30. Para mawala yung 15, divide natin with 15. And then 30, divide natin with 15 again. Kasi kung anong dinivide mo dito, ganon din dito. Kung anong ginawa sa kaliwa, gagawin din sa kanan. And then, cancel na natin yung 15. May iwan na ngayon ang n, and then 30 divided by 15, that is just 2. Kasi may dalawang 15 dito, di ba? So, n therefore is equal to 2. Now, let's have letter C. Now, letter C here says n is to 2 is equal to 14 is to 4. Then, multiply natin ulit ang means at saka ang extremes. Now, tignan nyo. Okay. Inuna ko yung means. Iyan, puro number siya. And then, kasunod na yung n times 4. So, pwedeng ang n mo ay nasa kanan. Okay? Pareho lang yan. So, wag malito. So, you have 2 times 14 is 28, diba? And then, dito, that is 4n. Now, siguro magtatanong kayo, ma'am, bakit 4n? Diba? Nauna naman yung n. Hindi ba pwedeng n4? Okay? Kasi dito nauna kasi yung mga numbers. Dito rin nauna yung mga numbers. Dito nauna yung n eh. N times 4. Hindi ba pwedeng n4? Okay. Pareho lang yan sa nagbilang ka ng mga bagay. Pag sinabi mong 4 na manika, okay, maiintindihan namin. Pero pag sinabi mong manika 4, iba na yon. Okay? Kaya dapat nauna yung number sa letter. Kahit pa nung nag-multiply ka, nauna yung letter dito, kasunod ang number. Kasi pag sinagot mo na yan, ibig lang sabihin nito, 4 na n ang meron ka. Hindi pwedeng n 4 kasi hindi maintindihan ng nakikinig sa'yo. Ano yung n4? Hindi ko maintindihan. Para ka lang nagsabi ng sapatos 4, manika 4, ballpen 4. Di ba dapat baligtad? 4 na ballpen, 4 na manika, 4 na sapatos. Diba? 4 na gulong. So, 4n. Kaya siya ginawang 4n. And, tatanggalin natin yung 4 na katabi ng n. Kaya, divide natin ito by 4. Divide natin by 4. So, cancel na ito. Yan. N na lang ang matira dito sa kanan, di ba? And then, 28 divided by 4 is just 7. So, 7 now is equal to n, or n is equal to 7. Okay? Pwede mo naman sabihin n equals 7 na. After nito, di ba? So, letter D, this is another fraction form na proportion. So, cross-multiply tayo ulit dito, di ba? And then, cross-multiplying, we get, yan, 2 times n, ito yung magka-partner, is equal to 4 times 5. So, ito siya. So, this is now 2n is equal to 20. Diba? Kasi 4 times 5 is 20. Tanggalin natin yung 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. So, cancel. Yan. N therefore is equal to 10. Okay. Sana mas naintindihan na. Let's have some practice exercise. Yan. If you're going to pause the video, pause para ma-solve ang mga practice exercises. Alright?